What's up, you guys? All right, you guys, this is Evolving Wisdom, and yes, I'm here. And what I'm doing, I'm evolving, okay? All right, you guys, so this is story time. Yes, I just wanted to kind of get into doing a little bit more different things, okay? When it comes to the channel, which is showing a little bit more parts of myself. You guys been asking a lot of questions, so I'll give you a little bit into some of my life experiences, okay? Okay, you guys, so this is a story about when I was like, maybe ninth grade, okay? Now, okay, so I started really dibbling into magic when I was maybe 11 years old. I found my first spell. I don't know where I found it at. I don't know if I found it in a book or where. I know at the time they had something called white magic, and I was just looking into that. I was getting on the computer looking, so maybe I got, no, I didn't get it from there because white magic was supposed to be like a good magic. Mine was trying to control someone, so I don't think I got it from there. I had to, I don't know if I just created, I must have just created the book, created it or something, because I would do things like that, just use my imagination and create a spell. So I had a boyfriend at the time, and we had broke up, and I was just so distraught, you guys. I was so young, had no business even thinking about boys, but I was, okay? Okay, I was grown. so, um, I end up breaking up with this person. We end up splitting ways. I don't know what happened. I don't know if that person moved away, or I know most likely I broke up with them because I don't ever remember me getting dumped or anything like that ever. Okay, but anyways, so I had to do something, break up or whatever. And so, but I was just upset because this person did not try to call, did try to send messages through my friends or anything about, letting me know they missed me or anything. So I was just all in my feelings, in my emotions. So I was like, I think I tried to call the person and they didn't answer the phone. I was just so distraught and so into my little teen energy. So I was like, I'm gonna get him back. So I went to go look for, or either I created a spell, and I knew to get the person's picture, okay? And I must have chanted some words or anything, because I was scared, because I grew up in Christianity. At the same time, I was drawn to this dark energy and wanted to learn more about metaphysics and learn more about just natural ways of using energy. That's what I was actually into. I didn't know this at the time because I was a kid, but that's what it boils down to be. So I really, really wanted this person to like just show me some attention. So I must have chanted some things, and I was so terrified because in Christianity you're taught that you open up doors and you open up the gates of hell if you listen to a psych or you do any type of what they call magic, okay? So I was terrified. I was like, oh my gosh, devils is gonna come out the walls. I was so terrified, but I still wanted to do it, so I did it. And it didn't work. It did not work, you guys. It did not work. I was just like, what happened? I think it's because I was nervous and I didn't believe in myself or something. But I was like, what happened? And but long story short is I did eventually look back and come across that person again and later on in life, and I am so happy that never, because this person was ended up being very abusive, very mentally unstable, okay, just not a good person at all. So I'm just so happy that I didn't get myself involved so deeply with that individual. I just wanted that person's attention. So I did this little magic stuff or whatever, and yeah, I was like thinking I was the shit, and I was not the shit. Nothing came of it, and I'm glad it did not. But you guys, I always been drawn to this. You guys ever remember like in church, a lot of you Christians, and you guys grew up with, if you guys didn't grow up in Christianity, that's okay, but I'm just sharing my experience, okay? But if there is ever a time you guys remember like the reading the book of Revelations, I always wanted to continue. I learned the book of Revelations by heart because it was so mysterious. It's so magical. Like, you guys didn't never think about that? Like, how the end of the days, it was like dun dun dun. Then it was supposed to be like based on a true story too. So it like really draw me in. I just had all these creativity things, these things. Like, my imagination used to run wild when I used to read the book of Revelations because it was always like, you know, man, horses of, what was it, horses with the heads of men, dragons sitting on the throne, and then they, it was just like really mystical. And then Jesus come back on the crowd, on the in the clouds, on a floating thing or whatever. I was just like, oh my gosh, you guys, book of Revelations is cool. So I used to read it a lot, and people used to always say they were scared to read the book of Revelations. That's what I used to hear growing up, but I never was. That was like my go-to story. Go-to story, guys. Yeah, I was that kid. I was that kid, okay, you guys? All right, y'all. I just want to give y'all a quick little look into my life, my little story time. Let me know if you guys like this story time thing. I can share more of my little experiences, okay? But just let me know, okay? This is Evolving Wisdom, and yes, I'm here, and I'm still evolving.